EARSC is a trade association based in Brussels which looks after the interests of the EO services industries throughout Europe. The EO services industries are those companies which are working in some way with satellite data. They may be delivering data or they may be processing it and turning it into information. Today we have 75 members from 23 countries throughout Europe, and I'm the Secretary General of the association. The sorts of activities we do: we organise workshops, we organise communications, we present the capabilities of the industry and what Earth observation services can do. We also perform studies, and we're just about to publish the results of a very important study that we've done every 2 years, looking at the state and health of the European industry, where we have a very comprehensive study into what the industry is doing and what their priorities are today. In short, our priorities are to expand the market for EO services and to help the European industry develop its business in a growing market. Well, EARSC has been tracking and following Copernicus since the very beginning. I myself was involved at the beginning of when it was GMES. And so there is a lot of interest and a lot of anticipation and a belief that Copernicus can have a big impact on growing the market. We've supported the free and open data policy, and we think that's the right way to help. So I think there is a lot of interest amongst the companies. For instance, there are many companies already using the Copernicus, the CMEMS services, the Marine Environment Services, and we expect that to grow. In our survey, we find that between 2012 and 2014, there's been a doubling of interest in using the marine services as the basis for future business. Well, today we're seeing an explosion of data coming from different sources. Our members are interested in data coming from the satellites, but they're also interested in combining that with other sources of data. So having the in-situ data, having other data sources is very, very, very important. Copernicus was designed as a program to serve the public needs, information required by policymakers to improve decision making. But it's become much more than that. It's for helping develop the economy, helping develop the industry, and helping position Europe in the world. Something like 65% of the services today are for public sector. So the opportunity to grow the other segments in commercial areas, for other industry, for other commercial users, for export, and potentially also for citizens is, we think, enormous. So the opportunity to have the data coming from Copernicus for companies to take and exploit and develop new interests, new markets, new products, we think is very important. The pragmatic answer is that there are companies which are supplying data, whether it's Earth observation data, in-situ data, which can also benefit to CMEMS. And we think that companies can be part of the supply chain to CMEMS. But beyond that, more importantly, is the exploitation of what CMEMS can provide. And there we need to have a sustained dialogue where we can decide what is best to be done for the future, how best to tackle new markets together, how to build the user uptake. As part of the CMEMS, you have a program on user uptake. We hope there will be the same elements of the other Copernicus services, and we think that industry can play a role through the intermediate users out to the other communities that we try to address from the EO services sector. So the visionary response is that we're on the verge of an exciting new era of data explosion where we see the potential for new markets. So we believe that EARSC and Mercator Ocean, EARSC and CMEMS, can work together to design, to improve, to address those new markets and to build a big benefit for Europe in economy and growth in jobs.